Well, and let me get to our presentation. Just a moment. Well, so social and emotional learning is our topic for today, yeah? But first, let's check up a little bit. How are you getting on? So on the screen, you can see the pictures. Could you please choose the one which is appropriate for your mood today and share with us in the chat. In case you'd like to comment your feelings, it's okay to raise your hand and I'll give you the floor so that you could tell a bit about how are you getting on today. Well, expecting you to participate actively. Maria Halavan is number 3. Okay, thank you for your response. So choose the animal which suits you today. To tell the truth, I'm somewhere between number 2 and probably number 1, because from one's point of view, I'm like a bit calm, and for second one is a bit energized, too much in a negative key. So, Yaroslava, Irina, thank you. We've got 6 and 9. I still don't see Natalia's response. Well, in case you have any comments about that, you may unmute yourself or raise a hand and then tell something if you'd like to, Shirley. It's not obligatory, but it would be nice. Okay. Thank you very much. I usually ask all of my participants whether this activity is suitable for your students. And I think this is nice social emotional check all in all. Well, thank you for those responses, which I've already saw. Yeah, Yaroslava, you want to say something?
It's a great opportunity to indicate the mood of our students that come to our lessons, to see just now what they feel and how to start the lesson. What is the better way to start our lesson?
Well, according to what I see, our group is quite calm, positive, nobody's sleeping, nobody's aggressive. That's cool. Okay, well, so today we will focus with you on the following theme. The first is the emotional state of the teachers, then social and emotional learning as actually it is, and we'll try to look at strategies and activities to support social and emotional learning in our classroom. And as from time to time we have different participants, I propose you to play a little, and we are going to play the game that is called Would You Rather. Wait a bit, I'll stop sharing. It usually takes some time. Okay, I hope you can see it. Yeah, you can for sure now. So, the rules are extremely simple. You just tell me the number, I open it, and your task would be to answer the question. Who'd like to start?
May I?
Yeah, surely.
Number, let it be today lucky number, number 7.
Okay.
I would like to teach a class with interactive whiteboards. Because I always used to do it with traditional chalkboards, and now it is better to use modern technologies, and we have wider opportunities to present the topics in a better way with the help of interactive whiteboards.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, Natalia, would you? I see you
Yeah,
unmuted.
maybe number 8. Yes, I've turned up my camera. Oh, yeah, they use printed flashcards. Okay, or I just can't see online. It would depend on the age group I play with. If speaking about younger students, I would prefer printed flashcards and games. Maybe. But maybe it will also depend on the purpose of the lesson. If it is about grammar or vocabulary or something like that. Of course, online exercises are more attractive for our today's, nowadays students, but still maybe both. It's hard to choose one. A lot of if.
Okay, which you need to keep in mind to consider them, yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you very much. Okay, I see Maria Halavan on camera, yeah? Would you please?
Okay, hi everyone. So my choice will be, how many numbers are there? 14 only. Okay, so then let's choose number 10.
Okay, just a second. Yeah, you got?
Would you rather let your students use their phones in class or ban phones completely? Oh, I am against banning the phones during the lesson because there are some cases when we can use our phones. Moreover, I'm a kind of teacher who believes that nobody is perfect, and sometimes it happens that, for example, we forget the words or we don't know the meaning of the words, so my students feel free, and I feel free with them as well, to use my mobile phone and a good dictionary, to check, and we do that together. And so they see that it is absolutely normal to make mistakes or not to know some stuff. That's why I'm against. Moreover, there are games which we can use during the lesson, and so that we need our phones. That's why I'm for using the phones. Definitely.
I think that's a great approach because there are plenty of apps and programs which can be really useful. It's better not to forbid them, but to insert them in your practice. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, we still have 3 more participants, so who would like to be the next one? And the silence can over the room. I see. So, Milana, would you please? Unmute yourself, please. We don't hear you. Sorry.
Sorry. Because I just have a class, and one of my students from the 3rd class, that he just wants to be with me. That's why I just
that's okay.
turn on the video. Yeah, Julie, it's okay. He is very shy. Okay, number 11. Grading students.
I can only help like this.
Yeah, written assignments. Chat.
GPT,
What?
artificial intelligence, which exists, if I'm not mistaken, on Telegram. It's kind of messenger. You may communicate with it, you write answers, and that artificial intelligence, or you write questions, and artificial intelligence provide you with some answers and so on. It's just, it appeared recently, if I'm not mistaken, last year. Quite fun thing, but some some peculiarities are requirements requiring to be paid, but all in all, it's a really nice thing. It has created several scenarios for our place recently, so I think it's good.
Unfortunately, just I don't have the chat GPT. That's why for me it's a hard task for me just to answer.
Okay,
because I just don't use.
Yeah, would you choose
another one?
Artificial intelligence for checking writing assignments, or would you check them yourself?
By myself.
Okay. Thank you. Maria wanted to say something, yeah? Please, Maria.
Just sorry, but I want to add some stuff. Recently, I've been using artificial intelligence a lot. The only thing is that you need to learn how to work with it and how to ask it politely to do everything correctly. But what I want to mention that once I tried to ask it to evaluate my IELTS student's essay. And what I want to mention is that actually, as for me personally, ChatGPT was too kind to my student. You know, writing that the level is pretty good, though maybe I'm that strict teacher who evaluates strictly and wants my students to be the best in their writings. But still, even though I gave it a correct instruction of the fact that it is IELTS students and so on and so forth, so everything was mentioned, it evaluated the essay according to the scores and according to the structure the essays are evaluated during the exam. But the result was much higher than mine. And it wrote that there were not many mistakes, but I found pretty many, and most of them were rough mistakes. This student has some troubles with tense forms, which is a rough mistake. Yeah, that's why it really works. It helps a lot in creating different tasks. But as for evaluating, well, I'm doubtful about that, really. But as for creating tasks, GPT is not the best option for us as for English teachers. That's for sure. There are different other artificial intelligence, kinds of artificial intelligence that can help us in our work. And especially, so my second language is Spanish. I'm teaching Spanish as well. And as for Spanish, there are not so many options as we do have in English, yeah, that we can just Google some information and we have a bulk of different tasks. In Spanish, it doesn't work like that. And so in this case, artificial intelligence helps a lot. But I would recommend you to use Copilot, for example, to try it. It will be better. Copilot or TWE. TWE is for English teachers, the best ever, I guess.
Thanks.
I think you
Thank
should
you.
send us something in the chat to general chat, some, I don't know, links or maybe the names of them, because we'll definitely forget. Yaroslava wanted to add something, yes? You're welcome.
I'd like to share with you one tip, which I got on Saturday, being at camp conference, and some experts in AI. They told us to offer $200 to AI and ask to redo the task, and you will see that it would do it better. It's the fact, really.
When Maria was talking, I was sitting, listening and thinking, then in case you need to put marks honestly for your own, then check the works yourself. In case it is for some authorities from the government, let ChatGPT do it, and then you'll have the brilliant class.
That's brilliant.
Okay, thank you. Well, we still haven't heard Irina and Tatiana, so Irina, would you please?
The third one.
Okay, here you got, and I'm hiding us again, so.
Oh, a very interesting question. iOS, OS, it's or Android. By the way, you know, I use Androids every time. I like Samsung. This is my favorite brand, and I always have my phone, Android phones.
Thank you. Bella, and we haven't heard Tatiana Zelenecka. Tatiana, would you please pick the number? Tatiana? I don't know, maybe there is something with connection, but I'm really sorry for that. Okay, well, that means we can start over. So, Yaroslava, you were the first.
Again?
You
Okay.
answer the questions.
Number 13.
Okay.
Would you rather have access to a classroom full of laptops or a set of tablets for your students? As for me, there is no difference to work with laptops or tablets. Maybe with laptops it will be more convenient, more suitable for students, and maybe more tools can be used. But I'm not sure really.
Okay. I can't imagine classroom full of laptops, so I can't judge in this case. But if it's in classroom full of tablets, well, so for some informatic computer sciences, probably it's okay. For ICT, I mean, but I don't know about English. I think it's better to talk with teacher. I don't know.
There is no choice.
Yeah, there was no choice. I'm sure, but I don't know. I really can't distinguish it. Well, Natalie?
Maybe 12.
Okay. We have a student today. Can you see? Hello, hello.
Yes, great. So text or video chat.
Hello.
So
He is the best.
I think, yeah, I would rather text. Maybe because of my age, I got used to doing it. So I would prefer texting.
Yeah,
I
thank
would
you.
rather text.
I think it more depends on personality, but if you think it depends on
Of
the
course.
that's your
Yes.
decision.
If you are ready to show your face and so on. Yes.
Well, get into Maria.
Okay, let it be number 6.
Mhm.
Would you rather have a smart board with all the latest features or a robot assistant that can help you with classroom tasks? Oh, a tough question. Well, I'm a lucky teacher. I have a smart board in my classroom that really helps in my work. As for the robot, to be honest, you know, having watched different videos, I'm a bit afraid of them. Who knows what's there in their minds? That's why, as for me, I'd rather do everything myself with the help of, a pointer or my laptop, yes, with the help of the programs which have been done beforehand, rather than just look at this robot. I'm afraid of them, really.
Yeah, I understand
So,
your
my
fears.
choice, a smart board, yeah.
Okay, the next one was Milana, right? Milana, will you or your student choose the number?
One.
Okay.
Windows. I use Windows.
Yeah, we got used to it, I think. Okay, it's Irina's turn. You're welcome.
The second one. Would you rather use a And ChatGPT, I would use ChatGPT in my classroom. And by the way, I'd like ChatGPT to help me to evaluate my students.
Yeah, you
also.
want to see how brilliant they are?
I don't like checking everything, you know. I'd like to have GPT as assistant robot and everything to assist, to help me. I will use everything that helps.
Okay, thank you. I see Maria supports or wants to say something.
I want to add, you know, I will share a funny story with you that happened to me today. I was checking my students' works. Their task was to write an entry about an article, let's say an article about a place to visit. So the topic was traveling, and it was the end of the topic. So I was expecting them to share their knowledge, to share the vocabulary that we've learned with them. And so I was checking, and I liked one of the works. Actually, it was, you know, the structure was not the one I asked my students to do, but sometimes my students forget that I try to be modern, and so I asked ChatGPT whether it was its work. And it answered me, yes, I created this work. and so I just put a feedback for my students saying, thanks, my best regards to an artificial intelligence, and put a smile, you know. And this boy, then we smiled. I didn't put a bad mark for him, but I said, you know what? One day it will happen that I will ask you to do that without the help of your mobile phone or without the help of ChatGPT, and who knows what result will be then. So ChatGPT tells us who is the author, you know, and so students must use it wisely, not to be in not very convenient situation as the one happened to my students today.
Okay, thank you for sharing. It's a pleasure for me that we have. Well, we still have 4 more questions if you'd like to choose. Yaroslava is thinking whether to start or not and hesitates a bit.
The third round.
Yeah.
Number 14. Oh, I have laptop, and I use only laptops nowadays. So that's why the answer is exact laptop.
Okay. Natalia is ready.
No, maybe 5, the 5th one.
Okay.
I would rather teach with a projector, but unfortunately, I am not so lucky. I don't have it, but it can be a great helper.
Well, no, you've got TV. I think it is helper too.
Yeah, we are halfway to it.
Well, 2 more questions. So, ladies. According to the order, we had Milana, then Irina. No, Maria, then Milana, sorry. And we also have a newcomer. There is Katerina with us. Maybe Katerina would try to answer.
Okay, hello.
Hello, hello, welcome aboard.
Please open the 9th. Would you rather use the digital textbook or print textbook? As for me, I think that printed textbooks are better because children can look for some information that they learned before. And in digital book, it's a little bit harder to do this. And sometimes children want to open maybe some games when teacher can see. But if they work with textbooks, printed textbooks, you can see when children do two works together. Yeah, to look at the book and to look at the phone.
Yeah, there is a difference for sure. And ladies, last question. Okay, who's brave? Am I to nominate?
What about you, Любов?
Yeah, okay, I can actually. Well, actually both. I do like online. After 2020, I think I'm quite good at that. But teaching in class is nice too. The only option which I would like to avoid at any price is teaching together in class and online. That is the worst thing. But apart from that, I like both, and maybe that is why we've got our meetings online, because I do like it more. A bit. Okay. I ask my participants whether it is possible to use such things. This is a platform that is called Bamboozle, and I assign to teams there, and we take turns to answer the questions and see who is the winner. So it works really well. Well, and now I propose you to get to something a bit more serious. Sorry, it takes some time. Oh no. I'm pretty sure I started it, sorry. It doesn't let me do, yeah. Technical issues, I beg your pardon. Program decided that it's all for today. Communicated, had fun, so nothing more to do. Just kidding, you know? Yeah. So it's just a kind reminder of what we have done with you before. So when we met last time, we had discussed our ground rules of tech groups. We've been watching video, and all the participants got the materials, what are actually teacher activity groups. Also, we have chosen the topic for our next meeting, and that was social emotional learning, which we actually have right now. And there was a piece of home assignment. You can see that with 1, 2, 3 things. And to those who participated, I sent this document to work with it. What am I to tell too? The active participants has got access to the online course on British Council platform, Online Teacher Community. It is called Teaching and Learning in Difficult Times, and those who participated at previous meetings have already been enrolled in this course. The thing is that the course is supposed to be closed on the 1st of June. That means to work on 3 modules of it, we have not much time. And when I asked my facilitators about that, they said, oh, just let your participants to save all the materials they would need for further meetings. So those who are there and who participated actively, I kindly recommend you to save all the materials of the course for our further meetings, as we've got only 2nd actually, without counting the pre, and we'll have 2 more in May, and maybe several in June. And these teacher activity groups are supposed to be conducted next year too. I mean, next school year. Well, it's just because I still remember not to forget to tell about it. Bella, so actually, yes, Yaroslava, please.
Could new participants, today's new participants, get access to the course?
Unfortunately,
few meetings?
I can't tell yet. I'm asking my facilitators, and they say they are waiting answers from British Council, so there is no answer yet. Firstly, they said that probably it would be possible, but right now we are expecting. In case it would be, I will definitely let you know, and I've got all the emails, so I'll probably let my facilitators get them to enroll. Because, for me, it's not understandable why to do it in such ways that not many persons can join. Why not to let everybody to join? Okay, but it's maybe some moments which I just don't understand. I don't know. Okay, so we are going to share and evaluate strategies and activities to support social and emotional learning in our classrooms. And actually, yeah. Let's start with the meaning. What is social and emotional learning? You can see some words. Try to put them in the gaps. In case you are ready, let me know. Completely. Only one.
Yeah. No,
Uh-huh.
everything.
Everything. Okay, so
social and emotional learning, as for me, I don't know yet, but still, it's a process of acquiring social and emotional values, effectiveness, attitudes. Okay, sorry. Attitudes, competencies, knowledge, and skills that are essential for learning, effectiveness, well-being, and success in life.
yeah, thank you very much. Okay, maybe there can be some variations for some options. So, but all in all, I think you did great. You have completed almost all the gaps. Well, this is actually the definition of social and emotional learning provided to us by UNICEF. And here you can see it complete without any gaps. Well, getting far. This is the article I recommended to read at home to my participants last tech meeting. Okay, so could you please raise the hands who actually read it? None? Great. Okay, then let's go like this. Here you got the link and QR code. So you may scan it and there would be the article. And in a moment after scanning, I'll share with you the link for this article. Let's agree that we are not going to get deep inside it, but you'll have nearly 5-6 minutes to look through the material, because after that we have a discussion, a list of discussion questions connected with it. So, has the QR code been scanned? I can do like this. I can stop this, went out of presentation, and maybe provide you with a link all in all. Here it is. So sending it to our chat. Oh, you're sending me private messages. I'll just resend it from Maria. Well, let's agree that you have 5 to 6 minutes to do it, okay? Well, I hope it is, as everybody is silent and really focused. Well, I see Maria has read. Well, finish, please. Ready, steady, go. So here we get into discussion, and you can clearly see the questions about the importance. So, any persons could like to answer the first one, or we may actually discuss it one by one, but it would take much time. So, who's got the answer? Am I to nominate somebody, or will you choose your own? Well, let's start with the simplest. Is it important for learners to be able to express their feelings safely? What do you think? Probably important. And why?
They will feel comfortable themselves in the environment where they stay, studying.
Yeah, thank you. And what happens if they don't feel safe to express their feelings?
They won't share their problems with peers, with adults, and they can have problems because they don't know what to do with their issues.
You know, when we've been discussing it, Natalia wants to say something, am I right?
No, I think that if they are not sure they are safe, they won't participate. They will be too afraid of making mistakes. It's important for us just to hear them. And no, I think that in the future they will collect the problems, and they will get more complicated things, I don't know, in their family life or in their relationship with the world. Not only about learning, it's not only about school, about learning, but it's very important for us, for human beings, this feeling of safety.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
basic. Unfortunately, we don't have it, but we have to support each other and our students.
Yeah, we try to do our best to provide them as much support as we can to feel safe as much as possible, because there are some things which are beyond our control. Okay, thank you.
And also we can get from them this
Yes.
kind of support.
Okay, so what do you particularly do to ensure your classroom a safer space for learners? Or nothing, yeah. That's a cool question, yeah. Maria wants, yeah, Maria, please.
Okay, so actually, I try to create this, friendly atmosphere. Like all my students, when they come as soon as they enter my room, they know that their deep feelings, their secrets won't be revealed to their class teachers, or to the head teacher or to anyone else at school. So if in case they ask me not to tell anybody about their problems, they are 100% sure that nothing will be revealed to the public. Moreover, I try to create an atmosphere, when everyone is equal. So to be honest, I don't ask my students to stand up when they answer. I make them feel free to answer without raising their hands. So when it is an open discussion, you are welcome to say whatever is possible. And one more thing is that sometimes I tell them that in case they want to share any ideas that are beyond the topic, they can do that, but in English. Welcome, but try to do that in English. We have 45 precious minutes, you know, to speak foreign language, so that's the case. And we had, like when the war started, we had a girl in our school. She came from Mariupol, and it was a very big, you know, a deeply injured soul. She was drawing on her hands with the black marker, you know, showing the pictures of what she saw, because she was there in the hell, you know, and she was young. I mean, it was the 5th form. And you know what, instead of paying that much attention to what she was doing, she wasn't listening to me very attentively. Well, I thought so, but in fact, she was, but she was drawing all the time. I tried to create this atmosphere. First, I didn't pay attention, you know, pay my big attention to the fact that she was not writing in her book, but she was writing on her hands. Instead, I was trying to ask her some questions which she was very confident in. You know, that maybe that not the topic of our discussion, but maybe something which she was good at. She was good at drawing, so I tried to ask her questions about drawing. She was good at, you know, answering the question, what's the weather like today? So it was her question. She was the best to answer and the first to answer. So create this friendly atmosphere. Sometimes it's difficult because there is, you know, there should be a balance between being a full friend and being a teacher. But still, I try to find this balance and make my students feel comfortable, at ease. And it doesn't matter whether they have just some bad memories or some bad stuff in their life, or whether they are in good mood, they are all equal. And they help each other in solving these problems as well. So that's how it works at my lessons.
Thanks for sharing. That's great experience, I think. Okay, yeah. In case anybody else would like to add anything, I'm not sure whether you would, but I still have to ask. No? Getting far. Okay. Do you use any social and emotional learning activities with your learners? Well, you've actually seen my social and emotional learning activity, because almost every lesson, except for some strict tests, we start with identifying our feelings, telling what picture we can refer to and how we feel, and they share what they've got. So, anything to be shared from you? No. Nobody's eager to talk. But I think that what Maria has shared with us is part of activities too, because she's supporting her students and they know that all the secrets stay in their classroom. So it's kind of activity too. Well, what about this one? How do you feel when they express their feelings to you?
It depends what kind of feelings they express to me. So I can sometimes even cry with my students if they are talking about deeply sad events in their life. And nowadays it is unfortunately natural because of the war. And of course, we share happy feelings with each other.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you do appreciate their sharing in both cases, whether they're happy feelings or sad, am I right? Yeah, for sure. Okay, thank you very much. Well, we are getting to social and emotional strategies and activities, and here you will have the task, which is exactly for basic teaching skills, because you'll have to listen carefully and try to correct the mistakes. So here you can see listen and find mistakes if there are any, and try to correct them. Well, the first part looks like this. Just let's try firstly. Let me know if you can't hear.
Activities for developing social and emotional skills.
Was it hearable? Because I'm a bit afraid of my technical issues in here. Hearable?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Okay, so here we go.
Activities for developing social and emotional skills. You can use opportunities in your classroom to help your learners to develop their social and emotional skills. The language curriculum offers many opportunities to do this. For example, learners from an early level can be taught the words for basic emotions: sad, happy, tired, excited. Older learners can be taught a wider range: disappointed, surprised, delighted. Build regular moments into your lesson to check how learners are feeling. Learners can find it difficult to recognize and talk about emotions. English offers an opportunity to learn this.
Okay, have you found any? Yeah, who's eager to share with us?
The first,
We have to correct here.
yeah. Not to talk, but to develop. Yes, help you to develop their social and emotional skills.
Oh, I wish I could see it now. I've lost
level-
myself.
The first line.
The first
To
line to
level,
talk.
to recognize.
Да, to level, to
To recognize and
But
talk about
everything-
emotions.
The
but
last
everything starts
line.
from-
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we are talking all together.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We should
Because
start from the very
repetitions.
beginning.
yeah,
You know,
I
you
do
can
think so.
use opportunities, not skills.
Then here not to talk, right?
Yeah.
The
Then
last line, not to level, but recognize. Difficult somewhere here.
anything else?
And instead of build many moments, the this one, regular moments.
Okay, so ready to check it out together. So we found
The
4.
next, English offer is not an offer but opportunity, if I'm not mistaken. The last sentence, an
Mhm.
offer.
So we've got 5. Anything else?
Not early level, any level.
Here, right?
And it seems to me,
Somewhere about curriculum.
yes, the language curriculum instead of excited.
Here. Right? So altogether there are 6. Let's see if you were right. Okay, well, the next task would be actually the same because there would be some more mistakes. Teachers at additional time have got a lot of work to be done.
Rate my feeling. Draw a line on the board. At one end put a smiley face, at the other end a frowning face. Ask learners to come up to the board and write their name and how they are feeling at the moment. If you do not have the time or space to do this, you can ask learners to rate on a scale of 1 to 10 how they are feeling in class and to show you by holding up their fingers. 10 would mean they are feeling great, 1 would mean they are feeling terrible. What's my feeling? A learner goes out of the room and thinks of a feeling, or the teacher can give a word. The learner comes back and mimes the feeling. Other learners guess the feeling. This can also be done in groups.
Well, ready to listen to your mistakes correction. And again,
Ask learners,
Yeah.
ask learners not to line up, but to come up.
Okay.
Come up to the board. Mhm.
If you don't have the time, no time, space maybe.
Here.
Yeah.
space?
And the 10 would mean they are feeling good. Group.
Yeah, not group.
Yeah.
There was great.
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, any
And it
other?
seems to me that something is wrong with this sentence. Ask learners to line up, so to come up to the board and chant their name, can. And can their name and how they are feeling. So it seems to me that it's not
Something is
appropriate.
wrong, yes, but nobody knows what. Does anybody know what is there?
To write or to.
Right, their name.
Okay, you'll see in a moment.
The board, yes.
As far as I remember, it's not, but all in all. Okay, anything else?
The next paragraph, learners come back and mime the feeling, what means.
This one, yes?
No, the next line, learner comes back and mime, not means.
Yeah, now I don't see it yet.
Mimes.
I need to move.
And other learners not hold, but guess the feeling.
Guess.
That's all. Sure?
I'm not sure.
Okay, get into check-in part. So you can see, come up to the board and write their name. So it was right, as you said. That's me. Feelings at the moment, and that was at the board. We didn't notice it. Yeah, we have omitted it for somehow. Feeling great, that's it, and mimes they're feeling, and the other learners guess. Okay. Well, there would be plenty of such things. I don't know whether am I to apologize for that or not, but I think that is the best way to read the article altogether.
Read my face. Ask learners to show you certain feelings by their facial expressions. For example, show me surprised, happy, bored. Variation, use this to check in with how your learners are feeling at any stage during the lesson. Feelings bingo. Give out cards with squares or ask learners to draw them. 5 vertical columns and 3 horizontal works best. Tell learners to write feelings words in 8 of the squares. Younger learners can draw faces with different expressions. Read out a list of feelings words. If they have the word, learners cover that square with a counter. Learners try to get one line of their card completely covered. When they have done this, they should bingo. They can then play again to see who can get all their words covered first. If they get all their words covered, they can then shout bingo.
Oh, that's me. I stopped it. Sorry.
Read my
You've caught
face.
it to the
One
end.
line of their card completely covered. When they have done this, they should bingo. They can then play again to see who can get all their words covered first. If they get all their words covered, they can then shout bingo.
Okay. So, teachers, mistakes correction. The best process you are great at.
This to check, not show.
Okay, any other?
At
At any stage during the lesson.
Sure.
Not
That's
to
feelings.
write, draw. No, draw
Mhm.
them.
Here.
No. Upper
Upper
line.
The first line, feelings.
To write them 5, but to draw them 5.
To draw them.
Not this one. Upper. Above feelings, above the word feelings.
Here.
Yeah, and exchange to draw
Yeah.
next, where you wanted to underline.
This one.
was.
Yeah.
Draw right.
Okay.
Something was with the word example. I don't remember what must be there. But example
Learners.
is a mistake. Learners.
Yeah,
Thank you.
learners,
Thank you, Maria.
yeah.
Really.
Learners try to see completely.
They shout, maybe not should. They shout bingo.
Pronounce.
Here,
Shout, bingo.
there, shout. We have 2. Which one? This one or this one?
First,
The previous sentence.
The first.
Should is a
This-
mistake. Should
Yeah.
is a mistake.
You're saying there is.
Yeah, this one.
Mhm.
Mhm.
No more. Okay, check-in time. All the questions to British Council. These are their materials. So that is not a mistake with should bingo. But apart from that, you saw, yes, any stage, not cards, then check in. Then here to draw them. Yeah, not to write, and write with a draw, just like you guessed. Wonderful, get into next part.
Guess about other people in the class. Ask learners to write down the names of 5 other learners in the class. Encourage them to choose some people who are not in their usual friendship group. Ask them to imagine 3 things that each person did last week and write them down. For example, I think Ivan played football, talked on his phone and watched TV. When they have done this, ask them to stand up and speak to the people on their list to see if they guessed correctly. When they finish, ask them what they found out. This exercise can be used to practice any grammar point and also develops the skills of empathy. Learner of the Week. Notice, praise and encourage learners when they show the social and emotional skills you have been working on. For example, give a reward such as a certificate for the learner with good social skills, for the learner who is good at taking on responsibility, for the learner who perseveres and does not give up, for the
Kindest learner, again, something went wrong with it, sorry. Artificial intelligence is not really good tool sometimes, sorry for that. Okay, ready to spot the mistakes in there?
Ask learners to write down the names or their names, but not last names.
Sure.
Encourage them.
3 things that each person did last week. Not the week, but last week.
Mhm.
And not to imagine, but to write. Ask them to write 3 things that each person.
Mhm.
When they have
Yeah, when they have done this,
done them, not right.
Or finish them the one they have finished.
when they have finished this, not done. Yeah, not right. Anything else?
Not right, but ask.
Right, but
Them to stand up and speak to the
Praise,
people.
praise.
Right.
Mhm.
When they finish.
they speak, finish them.
When they finish, ask them what they
Found out.
used.
I guess then it was
Some-
like down.
Something
learner
instead
the
of
week.
empathy here. One more.
Here, skills of empathy.
No.
Okay, to underline or no?
Maybe not. This will show that when they finish.
And then notice, not show, but praise and encourage learners
Mhm.
when
Okay.
they then not praise, but show.
When they show. Show praise. Change.
A reward. For example, give a reward, not a learner, but for example,
Mhm.
give a
For
reward.
example, what? Is it written?
Here, right?
The learner.
Mhm, mhm.
Not for the reward, but for the learner, I guess.
The next.
Any other? Well, you found a lot, all in all. Ta-da! The proper options are like this. Give a reward such as certificate for the learner. Then when they show the social about empathy, it was correct, nothing changed, you can see. Yeah. Okay, get into the next. I know it's kind of tense, but I'll know.
Thank you, stars. Each learner takes a piece of paper and draws a star on one side. On the other side, they write something nice to each learner in the class. This can be set up as a routine where the children can collect the stars from a place in the class and give them out at any time. This encourages all learners to focus on the strengths and positive attributes of each other. My secret friend. Each learner writes their name on a piece of paper and gives it to the teacher. The teacher puts all the names in a bag. The learners pull out a name and do not show anyone. This is their secret friend for the week. Each learner must try to be nice and kind and friendly to this person without telling them that they are their secret friend. For older learners, you can adapt this activity slightly to random acts of kindness. Explain to them that research has shown that we all feel more positive and happy when we do something kind for other people. We also feel positive when a stranger for no reason does something nice for us, even a small thing. Have learners choose names from the hat and explain that they should try to find opportunities to do random acts of kindness for that
Person of the week. I don't know what went wrong with it today. Some piece of audio still disappears, but probably you can feel it without audio. If there are
Place of
some
paper.
mistakes. A place of paper.
A piece of, instead of plate.
Okay, wonderful.
paper.
Any other?
And place will be instead of piece. Yes, from a
Piece,
piece.
place.
Yep.
And not give, but get them out at any time. In the same sentence.
There are more for sure. I hid them. I know.
The teacher, no, sorry.
The learners
The learners-
pull out a name.
Mhm.
This is their secret friend for the week, not for the name.
Yeah.
Can adapt, not feel this activity.
For sure. Any other?
We
Even
also feel positive.
Adopt instead of adopt a small thing, even a small thing.
Okay. No more. Yeah, I understand it can be hard after conducting several lessons to come and to work with mistakes, but all in all, that is professional. Well, have you found anything we didn't notice? I think there are none, yeah? Okay, get
Do
into
random acts.
random
Was-
acts of kindness. It was like that in there. I may
Yeah,
move back.
really.
Here, random acts of kindness. This is the one with mistake.
Random acts. Mhm.
Yes, and this is the one which is
Yeah.
correct. I've checked it several times. Here can't be any mistakes. Maybe in some other points there can be, and with technical issues there can be, but these things I'm pretty sure. Okay, one more part to be done, and there would be one more again. So to anticipate the process. Here we go.
Using songs. Songs and drama are a good way for learners to work on social and emotional skills. For example, you can play different music and ask learners to draw or write what each piece of music makes them think about. They can then link their ideas together in a story, poem, or role play. Using games. Games and play give learners an opportunity to practice turn-taking and learning to bear the feelings of losing. Any game which you play in class will benefit your learners. Do not give up playing the game if learners break the rules. They learn by making mistakes. So if this happens, stop the game and ask what rule is being broken and what do we need to do to continue.
Again. To continue playing, and again it forgets to tell us the last line. Sorry for that. Okay, what is wrong?
Skills, yes, songs and drama, something like that. And skills
And then
instead of
drama,
drama. Emotional skills.
Yeah.
To draw or write with each piece of music instead of poem. Poem is a mistake, and there must be piece and exchange piece to poem. So piece is also a mistake. Below the next word, the next line.
Piece
Below
or
poem.
play. Yeah.
The next paragraph, if learners break the rules, not play, but break the rules. So the third line. So if this happens, stop the game.
Yeah. Maybe that's all.
Okay. A bit tired with me today. Well, here you go. And get into the next part. There would be two more. Sorry, that's me, not attentive.
Examples of cooperative games. Making words from bodies. Learners work in teams of 4 or 5. They choose a 4 or 5-letter word. They make the word from their bodies. Each learner makes one letter in the word. They show the word to the other groups who must guess the word. This is a fun activity which can also act as an energizer in class. It also helps learners to work together as a team. Put together a sentence. Write a sentence which is an example of a language point you want to practice or a topic you want to introduce. Cut up the sentence into individual words. Give one word to each learner. Ask them to memorize their word, not show it to anyone and give it back to you. Tell the learners that they must now organize themselves into a line so that they recreate the sentence. They can say their word and discuss the order of the words. They cannot write the words down. This is a speaking and listening exercise. Try not to interfere and let them work together. You can stand back and observe the group dynamics. If there is disagreement, try to allow
learners to resolve it. I think it's like that. Okay, so. Oh, to observe it is observe. Well.
Instead of must, can.
And instead of can, there must be
must.
Yeah.
Not to discuss, but to introduce.
And
observe. And instead of resolve.
Instead of introduce, they can say their words and discuss it.
Discuss and then resolve and observe also.
Observe.
Yes.
Okay, ready for check-in?
Yeah.
Ta-da! Must to can, then you said introduce to discuss, observe, and resolve. Yep. Wonderful. Okay, well, I'm going to share with you now the link and the QR code of the whole text you have just listened and corrected. In case you've got any additional gadget, you may open it there because we have to work with it. In case not, it is, I think, absolutely simply can be opened in one more window next to our Zoom. And I'm about to send you the link to your chart to look attentively at this text. Oh. I see. Thank you, Yaroslava. I didn't notice that. That's something's wrong with it. Okay, now you probably can. I didn't notice it somehow. Okay, so there is a text. I hope you've got it next to you on the window or on another gadget available. And we are getting to some things we are to do with it, actually. The task is to read the strategies, but you have already listened to them, so I think it can shorten the time. You are to tick the ones of them you like the most. Done? Well, I hope more or less. Okay. Then you ought to select a strategy or activity you would like to try with your learners, if there is any idea or maybe something you heard during our meeting today, yeah? And you are to think of how you could use or adapt this idea or activity. And also you are to share the idea which you'd like to practice. So, who has already chosen and can share with us now what would you like to try from this huge list of activities and strategies? Well, let me know whether you are still reading or still choosing.
Both.
Okay, well, yeah, I understand. You've been working with me for more than an hour, probably quite tired after work, all in all. Well, okay, she'd like to share the idea or activity which you chose. American, yeah, you're welcome. Is it okay if I call you Mary or just Maria?
Absolutely. No, it's better to call me Mary. That would be nice. So the one which I've tried is My Secret Friend. That's the thing we've been doing with my students for 2 or 3 years in a row. Yeah, we usually do it as a secret Santa. Yeah, but still, it really works. What students like the most is the fact that teachers participate with them. And actually, one year we had a forum. They were like school leavers, the 11th grade students, and even our head teacher participated with us, like all teachers who gave lessons to them in this class and all students. And it was nice because the rule was not just to buy a random present, yeah, for a definite sum of money, but during the week or so, we had to follow these people. I mean, follow their habits, maybe ask them random questions without focusing on the fact that it is for the game or so. And the presents then were very meaningful. For example, the student who gave present for me, because she chose me from the card, yes, then I realized why she was asking me so many questions. But at that time, I didn't pay my attention to that. But she asked me whether I like to write everything down, whether I like recording things. And I showed her my notebook saying that though I like using technology, but still I am, in this case, I'm an old school, you know, who likes writing everything down, just my plans and so on and so forth. Then she asked me the questions about the pictures that I like. So she randomly showed me some pictures on the phone, asking me to rank them. Yes, and so on and so forth. And as a result, I got a wonderful notebook. And when they do that, yes, and when they did that, and when they continue doing that, yeah, they somehow communicate with the whole class. So that's not their usual environment in some cases, yes? So they're not all friends, unfortunately. And the best idea is when it really happens, when they are not friends in real life, but they have to become, so to say, yes, for a while or then for the rest of their lives. So that's the thing which really works.
That's great. Thank you for sharing and for being active besides that. Okay, well, the thing is that I am to send you learning journal after the session, and you are to note what you plan there. It is like a required thing, but all of us have got both. So you understand, yeah? Well, and we are getting to choosing with you the next topics for the further teacher activity group. We are planning to conduct it on the 6th of May, actually. So here you can see 5 topics, and we've already covered first and second. To vote for the topic which you're interested in most, I would like you to join Mentimeter. There is a link at QR code, and I'll share for a moment to send you the link to join there. Voila, and can show it to you again in case you had no time to scan that QR code. Yeah. As far as I remember, it is self-paced, so you just go there and you may choose among the topics from number 3 to number 7, which one you're interested in the most. And probably in a moment, we will get there and see actually what are the results. And what is the topic we have already chosen with you for our next meeting, which is planned for the 6th of May, if I'm not mistaken, 4 p.m. One more minute. I hope everybody had got enough time to scan the QR. Sorry, I have poor connection. Takes much time to share with you the screen. Usually it is really stable, but now it's a little bit strange. Might probably to like this. And here we are about to find out this thing you have already chosen. Gender in language teaching. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. So that means that the next time we are going to communicate with you about gender in language teaching. Fantastic. So, but you still have home assignment for that. And here you can see what to do. And for all other participants today, I will send the screenshot of this page, participant learning journal, and I will share with you all the links which are here. And they are hidden in the QR. In case it is more comfortable for you to scan them and to save somewhere, you're welcome. Okay, I'll wait nearly 1 minute to let you do some scans if you need to. Okay, here. And we are slightly, oh, wait a bit, that's me, something's wrong. Never happened and now again, sorry for that. Today we've got a beautiful day, which is really active and everything goes wrong, what is possibly can go wrong. It's like, you know, the Murphy law. Well, the last thing I'd like you to do actually is to recollect everything we've done with you during this meeting. We agreed with you that you would practice one thing from the text I'm going to send you to about strategies and activities in social emotional learning. We've been discussing with you if social emotional learning is important and why. I do appreciate that Mary shared her experience, and I do really thankful to everybody who took active part today and responded. Our next meeting is going to be on the 6th of May. As I've already said, it will be 4 p.m. Kyiv time. So right now, please follow the link or scan QR code and write similar reflection points to what we have been doing with you for more than an hour today. And again, I'll stop it for the second to share with you the link where you can join and answer several questions. There are not many, don't worry, there are only 3 of them, but all in all, that is the procedure. Here the link is already in the chat, and let me share, you know, I do like what I have created to tell you the truth. So let me share this wonderful presentation with you all now. Well, I'm actually waiting for your responses. I've got the one. Thank you, Maria. Yaroslava, thank you. Irina and Milana, Irina has completed. Thank you very much. Milana, waiting for your responses, please. Sorry? Well, the form is still open. In case there is bad connection, you may join a bit later. Again, to sum up, I do appreciate your active participation today. Sorry, that's me, too tired. I was really glad to see all of you. It was a pleasure to work with you. I hope to see you several more times. To your emails, by the end of the day, in case not tomorrow, I'm sending all the materials which I promised you to get. And thank you very much for your active participation. Hope to see you on the 6th of May.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure
Bye.
to be a participant of today's meeting. So really see you in a week. Bye-bye.
Yeah, have a nice day. Bye-bye.